Use the quadratic formula to solve the equation 3x squared plus 2x minus 2 equals 0. First, let's identify a, b, and c from the quadratic formula. A is the coefficient of x squared, which is 3. B is the coefficient of the x term, which is 2. And c is the constant term, which is negative 2. Now we're going to plug all these into the quadratic formula, which is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. So plugging in the numbers that we have, this is negative b, so negative 2, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so 2 squared, minus 4 times a times c. And this is all divided by 2 times a. If we simplify this, on the outside we've got negative 2, and then plus or minus the square root of 2 squared is 4. Negative 4 times 3 is negative 12. Negative 12 times negative 2 is positive 24, all over 6. Let's combine inside the radical. So now we've got negative 2 plus or minus radical 28, all over 6. Let's see if we can simplify the radical. So 28, I'm going to factor this using a factor tree. I know that this is even, so we can divide it by 2, and we got 14. Again, that's even, so we can divide by 2, and we've got 7. So now I see we have a pair. We have 2 of a kind. So we can rewrite 28 as 2 squared times 7. So if we're taking a square root, I see for this 2, we're going to use the property that the square and the square root cancel. So we're left with 2 radical 7. Let's apply that into the formula we've got so far. So this is negative 2 plus or minus 2 radical 7 all over 6. In the numerator, we can go one more step by factoring the common 2 out, which leaves us with negative 1 plus or minus radical 7 all over 6. And then we can finally reduce. 2 goes into 6 3 times. So writing this out, we've got negative 1 plus or minus radical 7 over 3.